going on, guys? Today's video is exciting. Out here bass fishing. Want to give a quick shout out to Milwaukee for hooking me up with this sweet hat. We're going to be going after some largemouth today. I'm starting out with the Guggen Baits Rattle Ned. I've only got 2 left in the pack. Used it before and had a lot of luck, but we're going to see if we can get a few largemouth today. We've had tons and tons of rain, so it may be a little bit slower than normal, but let's see if we can get after a few. I've seen some busting on top, so let's see what happens. Oh man, he's gone. My drag slipped so hard on that fish. Well, first fish of the day came off the Guggen Bait Rattle Ned. It was way shallower than I was expecting. There's one. Oh yeah. Just a little guy, but we got one on the Rattle Ned. That's a good start. Glad to get him all the way in. Lost the last one. Now we've got some room to improve. Definitely bigger fish in here, so it shouldn't be too hard to beat this. There we go, first fish. He's had some trouble down there in the southern region. Not sure what's going on. He kind of looks like he's had a bite taken out of him. Just a little guy. I'm bouncing this Rattle Ned right off the bottom and right off the weed edge, and these fish are coming out of the weeds and getting a hold of it. And really going to town on it. The bites are intense. They're just kind of few and far between right now. I think the water temperature's gone way down, and it's kind of changed this fish's aggressiveness a lot and making him a lot more lethargic. Only caught 1 fish on that before that bait kind of, went to crap. Had 1 other bite, so we'll call it 2 fish, and that bait's no good now. Very easy bait to rig. You want to make sure the rattles are on the bottom side. And you just stick this through. I'm using a 1/4 ounce Ned rig jig head. Sticking it about 1 inch down, coming out the side and pushing it all the way up to the head. There you have a perfect rigged Ned rig. There's a good one. I think this might be a good fish. Certainly pulling hard. Digging deep. Really nice bass. Yes, that is a quality bass. That's a good one. Heck yes. Awesome. Rattle Ned doing the trick. I wish I had some more of them. It is depressing how easily they rip, but that's a good pond bass. That's like 15, 16 inches. Not a real thick fish, not really, fat, but it's an awesome catch. Absolutely incredible largemouth, great size to him. And he had a heck of a fight. Put up an excellent fight. That's the second one on the little Ned rig now. 3rd fish I've caught overall, 2nd one I got in. Let's see if we can get maybe 1 more off this bait before we go ahead and switch over to something else. Got some other Ned rigs in there, Z-Man. Those work excellent as well. Just trying to clean out some lures I got now. So let's get back to fishing. Well, I think that's going to be the end of the Ned rig. Had another bite there. The thing's slipping so bad it's not staying on the hook hardly at all. So now I think I'm going to switch over to my bait casting setup and see if I can catch a few fish that way. I think I've got a fluke set up there now. I'm going to give that a shot for a few minutes, and if that doesn't work out, then I'll try something else. I've got those Ned rigs I said I could always switch back to, but I'm going to start with the fluke because I've seen quite a few fish hitting top water, and I think that bait will stay up higher than a weighted Ned rig head. Ooh, there was my first bite. Just a little baby bass, probably about 8 inches. Wasn't big enough to take the whole bait. He wanted it though. He went for it hardcore, just grabbed the tail instead of the hook. Hit about half the pond now. It's pretty rough out here. I think part of the problem is that the water has got a lot of color to it. It's very stained now. When there's not very much rain, this water kind of settles and it gets really clear, but with all the rain lately, it's pretty dirty.
Oh, there we go.
There's a good one.
There you go.
That's the third one now. You ever fish Ned rigs? They work pretty good.
No, I have not. I gotta get a new phone.
There's a little one. Another little bass. I've seen a few carp swim in this one. I have not seen many. I've seen some monster turtles though.
Oh yeah, yeah. A couple of big catfish and carp to put in here. Another little one. It's probably the same one.
There he goes. Quick release. That's pretty dang big.
Yeah. Got him.
I thought that was a little bigger than it was. He pulled pretty dang hard in the beginning. Another one on the Ned rig. There's one. Good deal. That may have been the one that I just lost. I just lost one. So very cool to grab that same fish, I'm guessing, and get him all the way in. Nice little largemouth, not a big one. Come right off the weeds, about 10 feet out or so. They're not hitting real deep tonight. They're hitting kind of shallow. There we go. No hook set on that one. Didn't hardly even know he was on there. Lost him the first time, the second time he came back and grabbed it. Very similar to the exact same last fish I caught. No real bite the first time, kind of missed the hook set. Second time, come back, doesn't even pull at all, grabs him. Very nice, pretty fish. Starting to think that the shaded side of the pond is definitely producing a lot more fish. Just like that right in front of me, you see a lot of movement in the water. There's definitely fish over here. That's 2 fish now that have moved right in front of me. Well, that was a bit aggressive. That's what I call a cluster. I set the hook way too hard on that fish. Massive wake doesn't always mean massive fish. Another bass. Well, Liz called that. She says try in front of the weeds. I tried in front of the weeds, and smallest one of the day, but it still counts. Good job, Liz. Gonna end the day with this one. Monster. Be perfect in an aquarium. Beautiful largemouth. Whoop. There he goes. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed this episode. Caught a lot of largemouth out here. Tried a few different techniques, but off the bottom definitely worked the best. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you guys on another episode. Peace.